Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JT. We've just resumed the game, and... oh, that's right. First things first. Mop. Let's clean up all of that. Because, for some reason, every single time we load the game... above. Every single time we load the game, petroleum leaks out through these airflow tiles. Which is just what we needed. Mop, Pro 9. Come on. I need to get that done, I need to get that done, I need to get that done. I need to stop the spread of petroleum. And then unfortunately they've got to go put it all back in here and pump it back in the system. Alright, now that we're on top of that. Alright, let's turn off that. Let's zoom out a bit. So this is the base as we currently stand. I just spent 10 minutes wandering around because it's been 3.5 weeks since I last played this one. With me being away, it's just taken a while. So, we still have 8 dupes. 8 dupes is our limit for this game currently. I am considering upgrading it, going up a few more dupes, but for the moment we'll stick at 8. This is our bedroom, which is still crap. This is our storage, which is probably enough to store the whole map. As you can see, it is full of chlorine because germs. There are none. Not with chlorine everywhere. Same goes for our food. Our food has 0 germs. It did just come to me whilst being away, whilst having time to think. Oh, here is our other storage, which is just ice. We just store ice and snow. Yeah, and snow over here. Hoping that it will melt to join our little water well. Because there's not a lot of water left. I can change these out for refrigerators. And they hold more stuff. Change you to 0. Enter. Copy settings. All you guys. Done. That is up as high as we can go. All the petroleum's picked up, but none of it's pumped back in. Oh, it's slowly being pumped back in. Let's do it that way. What is that? Petroleum. Oh, okay. That's a tiny bit of petroleum. Now it looks like a gas. Okay. Don't light a match in there. Ventilation. So our job really for this episode. Oh. And I'll set you to 9. Copy the settings there. Set you back to 5. Because I want all these storage ration boxes emptied and put in the refrigerator. Just so we can double our storage of food, because we don't have nearly enough, right? Our real priority for this episode is I really, really, really would like to start getting, in case you missed it, this bit of power done. Because this bit of power comes down to our petroleum. Our plastic. Which is a major piece of construction. And that's why it's taking absolutely forever to get done. Okay. Now I've got all the priorities on that. So, where were we? Storage. Food storage. Hopefully these guys will empty out. Polluted water. We're slowly pumping out. No, it's currently not being pumped out. We need to pump it out. Polluted water comes up. All the polluted water, if you can see through my pipe madness, comes up here. Why aren't you compressing? Just because you're at different temperatures. That's annoying. All our polluted water comes up here. And then is fed by these machines. Don't crash, game. Don't crash. Into our drip cooling system, which drips down here. These natural gas generators drip down as well. It keeps all our batteries cool, all our transformers cool. You know, 5 degrees, 9 degrees, minus 3 degrees, because then we've got a row of wheeze-warts to make sure the air still stays cool. All our carbon dioxide from the natural gas generator, same story, gets pumped down the bottom, which then gets sucked up by the carbon skimmers and turned back into nothingness. So this means the bottom half is carbon dioxide. That's cold carbon dioxide. Top half is reasonably good. Polluted oxygen? Really? I just got a layer of polluted oxygen there for the fun of it. Nope. Oxygen. Deodorizer. Probably no. One of them. Right there. We've got nice, reasonably cool oxygen around here. So, that's our power generation number 1. We then have power generation number 2, which is, again, excess polluted water gets pumped down here and fed into this monstrosity, which just turns all that polluted water into fertilizer. 9 tons, 9 tons, 8 tons, 5 tons. Nope. Fertilizer, 117 tons. In the future, we need to find a way to turn all this fertilizer, get it moved out of this room. That's the thing that we need to do. We want to move it out of this room automatically. I don't want the dupes doing it. I want it to be moved out automatically and fed to... what are they called? These little guys. Hatches. Wish to feed them all the hatches. What's wrong with you, medic? You grimy. Okay. You could be grimy. So that's a job for, I don't know, after we get plastic production done. Because I really want plastic production done. Oh, desperately. So then we have... Let's come right down the bottom of the base. Ooh. What are you in? You're in polluted water. Okay. Our liquid pump right at the bottom of the base picks up all that it was crude oil. It's now polluted water, but eventually we'll get rid of that. Pumps it up. Polluted water gets siphoned out. Normal crude oil comes up. Polluted water follows that polluted water line all the way up through the whole base, blah, 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 into the power generation. Crude oil gets brought over here, run into storage first. So I've got a giant crude oil tank. Pull out of crude oil again via another pump. I know it's a lot of pumps, but, you know, who cares? And put into our 2 refineries. Any natural gas that they pump out. Food is decayed. That's not good. Sweep. Very nice. Just get that swept, please. Yeah. Sweet. Very nice. I want these to empty and these to fill. I think I'm going to have to dedicate a tube to do it. Yeah. Alright, fine. Copy settings, paste, paste, sweep, 29, all that, deconstruct, buildings, all them, food, refrigerator, 29, deconstruct, 29. Those, and those. Food, refrigerator, 29. Boom. Okay. Granite? Really? Food. Granite has an overheat. Oh, let's go decor factor. Let's go with sandstone. Food, refrigerator, sandstone, probably 9. Do it that way instead. Okay, so that's them done. Anyway, where were we? Crude oil gets turned into petroleum. Petroleum gets dumped here. And then the idea is, again, we pump the petroleum out, bring it down here, whoop, and run it into our lovely, lovely polymer presses. But the problem is, they're not built. And that's the big problem we have currently. They're not built. It also doesn't really help that there's not a lot of oxygen down here. In fact, there's none. Got lots of other things down here, but not oxygen. Ventilation. We are dumping oxygen out here. Which is from... This is our oxygen production for the whole base. Just so you guys know. It's 4 electrolyzers. One little gas pump hooked up to an atmo switch. When the pressure gets high enough, it ticks on. Just ticked on for half a second. Pulled out the hydrogen. It's now sitting there idle again. We do have our gas filter central. So, if you ever thought Factorio spaghetti belts were bad, this is bad. This will jump over that one and then run up to you, over that one, sideways into that one, come over here, feed it into the hydrogen generator. So we're good there. This is a gas filter on a gas filter on a gas filter on a gas filter, gas filter, gas filter. 2 spare gas filters, just in case. This one will pull out polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, natural gas, oxygen, chlorine. Okay, with me so far? That was about a bit of polluted oxygen. Polluted oxygen's coming in here, deodorizer's just dealing with it. No more polluted oxygen, all gone. Germs included. Germ overlay. See, no germs. Plenty of germs in here. They're flooded. That's never good. Okay. So we have a small system. A small problem. When these guys flood, obviously nothing's here to deal with the carbon dioxide anymore. So it fills up. Which leads to the carbon dioxide flowing over the edges, which means less breathable area for our poor dupes. I have no idea why it's just done it. Maybe I had a heap of ice melt. Because that's the only thing I can put it down to. Anyway, where were we? Ventilation. So this guy pulls out carbon dioxide. Which comes down here. It's looped through here. Because I wish to pressurize this room with carbon dioxide. And then come in here and vent it. And as you can see, our first gas filter brings out our polluted oxygen. Second gas filter brings out the carbon dioxide. Third gas filter is on hydrogen, which comes out and joins that hydrogen line that goes up to the power generator. Third one is natural gas, which runs up to the natural gas generators, which are fully backed up. Third one, or fourth one, whatever number up to, is oxygen, which comes down here and joins, I believe, the main oxygen line. It does. And our last one's chlorine. chlorine, again, boom, 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 jumps down here, down here, down here, down here, down here, in here, and it joins a compressor room. And basically, we just crush the chlorine into nothingness. Gas pump. Yeah, I know that gas pump's overheating. That's another problem. These two are just too close together. And I don't have a fix for it just yet. Yeah. Oh, it's probably the ice on these guys that melted. Yeah, I don't have a solution for this. Basically, the long and short of it is we just need to wait to get rid of the water. Okay, what we can do is we can make some gold here. Actually, that doesn't really speed things up. Bugger. No, we're just going to have to wait for the system to bleed out the extra polluted water. It will do it. It's flooded before and fixed itself multiple times. Okay. So, we have flooding. Yeah, no research because we've done all the research. We just need to see where these guys are with the polymer press. They're building it ever so slowly. And that's the problem. They're always so slow. Yeah, I do need to check details. Gold amalgam. Gold amalgam. Gold, gold. Gold, 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 gold. Okay. Yeah, we are doing a few silly things with this build. A number of silly things, actually. Refinement. Polymer press, add a gold. Right there. We just need to come down here and build this stuff. Okay. Let's see if we can convince them to speed up a bit more. So we need a power line. And I need this gas line. Ventilation. So gas line's on this pipe. No. Ah. Okay. Which is the shorter one to build? Obviously. Okay. I want this one built. I want this power line. And then this gas line. I want that built. And then power overlay. Cancel power wires. We're going to cancel those power wires. I need them. Don't get me wrong. I do actually need them. But I'd like to lay them down with a lower priority. So. Now you can see there's a 5 and an 8 on top of one another. I don't know why they're in reverse order. Really, you should see the 8 on top. The 5 should be on the bottom. But the point is, we have conductive wire at priority 5, and we have a gas pipe at priority 8. Polymer presses are being built. We need automation wire. Nope. We need a thermosensor. There, 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 and there. Because polymer presses get really hot. I'm going to join these. And we're using tungsten. Mainly for the reason of its high thermal conductivity and it's thermally reactive. So it should heat up fairly quickly. The actual wire and the sensors. Because I need the sensors to turn on and off and control these polymer presses and make sure they don't overheat. Because even though they're built in a cold biome, my money is they're going to overheat. Okay, next on the list is back to automation. Automation wire. I don't know which one's more. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we want. I want to join all these doors together. I want to come up to there, and then I want a clock sensor right there. Okay, that's that done. Now, what still has to be done? They're using these. They're sometimes walking on the ladders, and sometimes they're doing the crazy ladder dance. So what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct that to speed them up. And then also I'm going to put in tiles at, say, this height. All the way across. I'm then going to bring in a ladder, priority 9, all the way down. Priority 9, dig that out. And a priority 9, dig you out. Deconstruct buildings. I want those gone. Let's empty that bottle. I want to dig out those tiles and dig out those tiles. Because I really want them to be able to come straight down this ladder. Actually, I probably want one better. I probably want a fireball. We're not hurting for resources, so let's just put in a fireball. Oh! It's a ball. The shine bug. The shine bug got wet. Nope. No more shiny. Shine bug got wet. Do not let shine bugs get wet. It's like electricity and water don't mix. In a shine bug sort of way. Put oxygen, empty. Just trying to clean up as we go. Alright. We've still got the whole power line to run. That's the catch. I need this power line running, and I need the gas pipe hooked up, which it is, and I need these guys unflooded again, and the water's slowly coming down. But I need that gas pipe hooked up, I need that power line hooked up all the way down to here. Just priority 9, that whole square, and be done with it. Alright, fine. Whilst we're sitting here, it's night time again. They're sleeping again. Conductive wire. No. Wait for the autosave. We good? Alright. Polymer press. Polymer press uses 240 watts. 2000 watts per circuit. 240 watts pulled off means we can run 8 of these bad boys per second. So let's actually put in our wiring. Nope. Do not join the two. Power. Conductive wire. Let's go to gold, just in case. 2, 4, 6. We ran out of materials. Alright, we need some more gold. You're on continuous gold, you're on manual gold. And because of the way the piping is running, so where our metal refineries, we run water into the first one, which then runs from the output of the first one. No, output this side into the second one. So it means we double heat the water. It also means that when we order materials in the first one, the second one automatically duplicates them because it's set to continuous. So we have -3 degrees water coming in. And when art finishes, it's still -3 degrees. No, it's been in a cold biome for so long, it's coming out at like nothing. Oh, we're coming out at finally at 0.4. But then when we come out of this system again, when somebody comes and runs the machine, I should set you down at 8, and you down at 8 as well. Nobody's going to come run it. But point is, when the water comes out, it comes out superheated twice, which is much warmer, but not too hot. Here we go. Oh, and we come out at 3 degrees. So not too hot, but definitely warmer. Alright. Power. Conductive wire at gold. Okay. Power, conductive wire. I need to wait for gold again, and then I need to do the last 2. Plus anything else we need in here, which is probably going to be a pump. Because I can see a lot of this ice melting and dripping everywhere. In fact, I'm going to widen this out by 1 square. And then we put a pump here. I think I was setting a gas pump because it's got a lot of carbon dioxide down here. Okay, oops. They dug this out and I didn't fix it. Priority 9. Those. Pole. Priority 9. That was priority 9, wasn't it? Yep. 9. 9. 9. Alright. Oh, really? There's no ground here. Stupid shooting. Then you can run all the way down. And then you can chop that through. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of waiting delivery stuff. That's the problem. Everything is miles away. There's no convenient way to get from where we are back up to here where the gold is stored and all the way back down. It's catch-22. I'd like to fix it, by the same token, I'm also waiting on the tube upgrade. You know, to be able to build tubes. Because if I can build tubes, that would fix our whole problem. And I believe this pipe goes to here, goes to here, goes to here, goes into there, into there. That's an input. Yep, so that goes into our gas filtering system. So we can come all the way down to here. And I can actually add a gas pump. Ventilation. gas pump here. Ventilation, gas pipe. And then run that all the way through the ground. Gas pipe. And then a gas bridge. And eventually when that gets built, that'll then pull out all the nastiness we have down here, run it through our filtration system, which will deal with it entirely. And then we can just dig everything else out. I need that spray gone. Alright, plumbing, we want that pump. So I want the pump there, and then I'm actually going to do the gas pump here. Because these doors are going to be set up so they open every day. And when they open, any plastic that's been built and it's just dumped out will automatically get dropped all the way down the bottom. So we end up with two big piles of plastic. At which point I can deal with it separately. But we've been going half an hour, and basically they've got half a dozen power lines built. That's it. Like, that's project 8. What are you doing? Ventilation. So the pipe's all done, apart from 2 squares, which are unreachable dig, because the stuff prior to it is too lower priority. It's this whole power line is buried. Power. Do we have more gold? Yeah, I've got 800 kilos worth of stuff. Alright. So let's come out here. Let's hook up our last 2 presses. And then hook up our pumps. So that's that done. We're down 145 gold already. That 145 is not changing, so I'm guessing this has already been planned. It's just not done yet. Deconstruct power lines, probably 9. They can go, because they now serve no purpose. What are you going down here for? You're literally going down here to pick up materials. Oh. So we've got our wire to here so far. Food is decayed. Copy settings. 35. Copy settings. I may have forgot to turn that on. Now, this is going to complain forever that it's unpowered. It doesn't actually have to be. Everything is at 4 degrees already. Even though outside it says it's 20 degrees. It will never become stale. It's all good. It will stay in here forever because we're in a 100% chlorine environment. Sure, I'd really like them to pick it up all the crap, store it. Let's go sweet 29. Let's do that. Because I'm pretty sure... No? All the food went away? Or people just ate everything off the floor? Both are equally... No, there's still food in here. Copy settings. It's all set to all priority 5. There we go. Fridges are filling up. Oh, what are you set to? You're priority 8. Okay. Harvest, priority 5. We're just going to take the edge off those at the moment. Because we sort of have plenty of food. Plenty of food. She's finding more food. Oh, I'm going to sweep that on principle. Probably because there's a lot of seeds. 4 seeds, 3 seeds, 5 seeds, 5 seeds, 6 seeds, 2 seeds. Okie dokie. Power line. Almost done. Almost done. Please tell me. Oh no, I haven't put in the fluid line yet. Plumbing. Insulated liquid pipe. Out of abyssalite. Very nice. Let's go down to there. It's probably overkill on the pipes. I probably could have them share. But honestly, I prefer to just know that it works on the first time. So close! Invalid construction location. Where's that? Polymer press. Yes, because you need to put in these tiles. And you haven't done it yet. At least they're running across the bottom now. Mop, 29, get rid of that water, just on principle. Yeah, they're still flooded. See what a problem the carbon dioxide becomes. I've got this carbon skimmer to deal with some of the excess. Of course, now it's all backed up. I've taken it back to 610. We want to add water to this system at a slow rate. If we add too much, it backs all the way up, and like, the carbon skimmer can't run, all sorts of things. There's not a lot for us to do. We just need this finished. At least partially. Enough that we can turn on and start actually making active if below 5 degrees. Let's go with 15 actually. Because these guys... Polymer press. Details. Melting point? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Refinement. Polymer press. Overheat temperature is 75. And then we made them out of gold. Which... Refinement. Polymer press, gold. Adds a 50-degree overheat temperature. So technically these guys can get up to 120 degrees, 125 degrees. The catch is the plastic that they produce melts at 60. So what would we repair? Because you're made out of granite. Yep, I knew it. I still have some old granite pipes left in. I'm going to change that for abyssalite. One at a time. As just because they've been flooded with cold water. It's eventually frozen. Oh, that's ice. Not polluted ice, just normal ice. We need this water to go away. We need this power line done, almost. 9. 9. 9. Yep, getting there. Getting there. Just need, like, you know, a few more power lines. And at least one of them tick on. Then we'll go from there. Well, actually, no, we'll probably end this episode. And we'll probably leave finishing this till our next live stream. Because this has been a long episode. But it's good to be back. It's good to be getting back into oxygen not included. It'll be good to get plastic. Because once I get plastic, we can undergo some major changes around the base. I think all this is getting ripped up. And all this is going to get ripped up. We'll go with some fancy bedrooms. That'll be a good start. Yeah, that's a lot of food. Come on, what are you waiting on? We're waiting on everybody to go to bed. That's what we're waiting on. And then we're going to wait for everybody to wake up again. So little to do. Come on, dupes. Yeah, the oxygen around here is not great. It's breathable, as they say, but just not great. Again. Just you gonna yawn there. Yep. Again, when we get new bedrooms, that fixes that problem entirely. Hey, our first polymer press. Nice, sweet. Go away. Our clock sensor. So we want activation duration 1%, and we want it in the middle of the night. At night time. We'd just like them to turn off for that one. Meanwhile, you can start pumping out plastic. And plastic details. So it comes out at like 60 odd degrees. And it melts at 76. So there's not a lot of working room with plastic. You've got to be very, very careful about how you use plastic, where you use plastic. At the same time we're producing steam. Steam is instantly getting converted because of how cold it is into water, and we're going to end up with soggy feet a lot. And honestly, there's not a lot I can do about it. So that's a bit of a shame. Actually, I think you might be crazy high quality as well. Empty that one. But I'm yawning a lot, and we have 2 polymer presses running. Why aren't you physically running right now? Construction. Polymer press. Yeah, because you've got to build the door, you idiot. Why aren't you running? Ventilation? No. Power. Because you have lots of power, unless power's broken. Power's broken. Power's broken because ventilation is broken. Ventilation is broken because we can now build those. Okay. Deconstruct. Priority 9. Ventilation. Deconstruct. Priority 9. So one's from this power plant, one's from that power plant. Yeah, if we rip up both these, that'll fix our ventilation problem. In the meantime, our polymer presses... Did you not? They haven't joined up any of the cables. So plastic still remains here. I think that's all you need. Let's actually go with 8. Ventilation, power, almost. Almost. Okay, so now we need to go ventilation, high pressure vent, priority 9, 1 there, and 1 there. And we're out of plastic. But once we get power again, then we'll produce plastic again. Actually, we have this emergency generator here. Come on. We need these two. Wrong overlay. That overlay. And that overlay. Excellent. We're just going to start dumping this stuff out. Which means both power plants will kick back in action. Which means power overlay. Batteries start getting filled up again. Woohoo! Done. Which means you guys are still not kicking over. You definitely have power. No petroleum. It's not a vent issue. I don't know why you're not working. I have no reason at all. I have no idea at all. But you know what? We'll work that out in the next episode. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying Oxygen Not Included. I will see you guys in the next episode where we do... I don't know. I never know what we're going to do. It does make it half the fun. Yeah. Massively up the production of plastic. I think that's our first step. Really get plastic pumping along. But yeah, like I said, that's the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. As always, hope you're enjoying the series. What the hell was that? That was the biggest and best fart I've ever seen. Tinkerbell? That was amazing. Yeah. Dead set. Go back. Watch Tinkerbell's giant fart all the way up the ladder. That was amazing. It's not like she stepped in anything. It was just wow. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna leave it here. Cycle 360. We're going well. We're definitely going well. Hopefully in the next episode or two, we'll start being able to play with tubes. Damage overheat. What's going to overheat? These guys aren't even running. Active if below. Oh. Okay. That's a weird bug. That's a really weird bug. I can deconstruct that one, and I can put that one in its place. Alright, I think this is the third time I've said it. That's it for this episode, but this is really it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, bye!